This was an error of judgment.
This was just one of the instances in which advocate Andrea Johnson's defense could not contend with the assertions made by members of the advisory panel interviewing for the next National Director of Public Prosecutions. The panel zoomed in on the document she presented to bolster her case for the top job, but it may have done the opposite, with Johnson conceding that she paid little to no regard to the contents of her CV before submitting it. However, she defended to some extent placing suspended Ekurhuleni Department Head of Legal Kemi Bahari in the document. Bahari has been fingered in the Commission of Inquiry investigating allegations of criminal infiltration and political interference in the criminal justice system for protecting suspended EMPD official Julius Mkhwanazi.
The suspension happened after the nomination and CV submission, but I did tell him I have to remove him, and we also agreed that given the allegations that are made, given the fact that he is suspended, although we hadn't talked for months, we will not be able to talk at all till his issues are resolved.
As the head of IDEC, I'll assume that your first instinct is vigilance and
Correct.
verification.
Correct?
And it does look like in some instances you allow for this profound blind spot.
Johnson also served in a panel that interviewed candidates in a process that would see her husband emerge as the victor during her time at the Directorate of Special Operations, or more commonly known as the Scorpions. Johnson told the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee investigating the potential capture of the justice system that she recused herself only during her husband's interview, but participated in interviews for other candidates. This led to several of the 208 objections to her nomination, labelling her as unethical.
When it relates to the conflict of interest, ethical leadership, I'll ask the panel and Minister to bear with me. I said, and I have to repeat, and I repeat only because I had nothing to hide. When the question was posed to me, I didn't flounder and fluster. I heard the question, and I was able to respond and say as I did, because I have no different answer.
Johnson also took a hammering about her membership to a union while occupying a senior management position.
Didn't you get curious, having signed the form at one point, about the fact that there is this relationship that you have with this body that actually appears before you as a chairperson in a hearing, and you are a manager, senior manager in the space? Didn't it occur to you, at least for you to be a little curious?
I do not want this to seem as though it's a glib answer. It isn't a glib answer. It didn't occur to me because I was just doing what was within the mandate and what was expected of me. I chaired the disciplinary, knowing that I had to be objective on all fronts.
Johnson was also not spared from allegations that she may be compromised due to her husband's alleged involvement in factional battles within the SAPS. Johnson previously faced scrutiny over the arrest of crime intelligence head Dumisani Khumalo. Interviews will continue on Thursday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Zoleka Qodashe in Pretoria.